Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over quick hitters you can use when your opponent is running a 2-3 zone defense. And if you've ever wondered what software I use to create these videos or wanted to learn how to make these for your own team, check out the link in the description to find out how.
It's holding him. That's a jump ball?
You missed that one!
Ref, he got whacked. Call a foul! Get up! How is that not a foul?
Before we get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for checking out my videos, and I hope you find them helpful as a coach or a player. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you like the content, hit subscribe for more. If you're familiar with my channel and benefit from the content I put out, YouTube has unlocked this thanks button under each of my videos where you can help support this channel so I can keep my content free and put out more videos on a regular basis. You can also buy me a coffee. Links in the description below. Thank you for your generous support. Now back to the video. Alright, quick hitters you can use against an aggressive 2-3 zone defense. To be clear, these are individual plays and not a continuous offense to run against the 2-3 zone. First, let's go over the basic 2-3 zone coverage areas. In a 2-3 zone, the defense is set up with 2 defenders up top and 3 defenders down low. I'm going to change the colors here to illustrate the coverage areas. The 2 top defenders are responsible for this area of the court. These 2 bottom defenders are responsible for this area of the court. And this middle defender is responsible for defending this area in the 2-3 zone. It's these coverage areas, specifically these 2 bottom defenders, that we're looking to take advantage of with these plays. For each of these plays, we're going to set up with our 1 at the top and our 2 and 3 players out on the wings, and our 4 and 5 players will set up in the short corners away from the block. I always like the setup with 3 players on the perimeter against the 2-3 zone. It forces the top 2 defenders in the zone to spread out in order to cover the 3-person front. And any ball movement up top will force those 2 top defenders to have to cover more ground when rotating in this zone. Alright, quick hitter number 1. For this play, we want to initiate the action with a pass to either wing. This first pass is designed to get the defense to shift over. Once this first pass is made, player 1 and the opposite wing will rotate over towards the ball just slightly. After this movement occurs, player 2 will pass the ball back to player 1 and then immediately sprint across the court to set up for a 3-point shot. Once the ball is passed back to player 1, we're going to swing it over to player 3, who's going to look at player 2 cutting across. We really want to sell this pass to player 2 cutting across because our goal here is to force this bottom defender to rotate out. We need our wing to sell this pass to the cutter with their eyes and body. That's going to draw out this bottom defender. Once that happens, our 5 player will move to set a screen on their middle defender, and player 4 will move across the key to receive this pass here. Remember, this play takes advantage of the fact that this bottom defender is typically told not to leave their coverage area in the 2-3 zone. You're probably going to be shocked at how wide open you are the first time you run this play in a game. Now, if the bottom defender doesn't or is late rotating out to guard player 2, we can make that pass for an open 3. Or the entry can also be made from the wing. The key to the success of this play is for player 5 to be patient and wait for this defender to rotate out before setting the screen. Another important key to success is player 4. Player 4 must be patient and wait for player 5 to set that screen before cutting across the paint. Here's a look at the full play again. First, pass to shift the defense, then a quick ball reversal up top and an immediate cut from our wing across the court through the key, entry pass to the cutter from the slot, and here's the entry pass from the wing. Here's a look going the other way. First pass to shift the defense, ball reversal and cut through the key, and we hit the bottom cutter for the open layup. Alright, quick hitter number 2. For this play, we still have our 3 players outside the 3-point line, but we want our 4 and 5 players to start just outside the key above the block. The play is initiated with the top to wing pass from our point. If your point is right-handed, you'll want to start the play going to their left. As soon as the first pass is made, our point guard is going to move towards the ball. The goal here is to get this top defender to shift over to this area. Once that top defender rotates over, our wing will pass the ball back to our point guard as our opposite low post player comes up to set a screen on this top defender. Our point guard will use that screen and look to attack the basket as the opposite wing moves down to the corner. A key teaching point here is for our point guard to come off the screen looking to attack the basket and making good reads of the defense. The first read our point guard will have to make is to determine if the top defender here got caught behind the screen. If they did, this mid-range jump shot will be there nearly every time. In this scenario, our point guard recognizes that the defender goes under the screen and is open for this shot. This is a more difficult shot for lower level players, but should be taught so your point guard can make that read and take the shot if they're able to knock it down with some consistency. Another option when the defender goes under the screen is for our point guard to attack that defender off the dribble. It's a simple pick and pop for our screener for the open shot. Of course, you'll only want to run this pick and pop option if your 4 and 5 players can hit that shot. Practice at game speeds and find out. Another option when the top defender goes under the screen is this pass to the corner. This pass will almost always be there until you start knocking down a few corner threes. Then you can expect the defense to rotate out and cover that shot. In this scenario, the top defender gets caught behind the screen. Our point guard coming off that screen needs to read these two defenders. If our point comes off the screen and sees this defender taking away the corner pass, we now have a one-on-one against their middle defender. That will typically go one of two ways. If the middle defender is staying low in the paint, it's an easy shot coming off that screen. If their middle defender comes up high to pick up our point guard off the screen, we often can get an easy blow-by and drive to the basket. It's so important for the success of this play that your point guard or whoever you put in the 1 position can make the correct read of the defense and make quick in-game decisions. Another option if the middle defender comes up high to meet our point is for the opposite low post to catch their defender off guard and cut across the key for this pass and layup. Remember, this play takes advantage of the fact that this bottom defender is usually told not to leave their coverage area in the 2-3 zone. Your point guard and both low post players should be ready for this pass coming off the high screen when the middle defender steps up. In this last scenario, when the middle defender steps up to stop the drive and our opposite post moves across the key, their defender goes with them. With all the action happening on one side of the court, this top defender is almost always going to ball watch and lose sight of our opposite wing. When that happens, we want our wing player to cut behind their defender right to the basket. This pass must be a bounce pass at the feet of the middle defender, or a lob at the rim if you're that kind of team. Whether it's a bounce pass or a lob, this backdoor cut looks and feels awesome when it's executed correctly. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this, leave a like. If you like the content, please subscribe and hit the bell notification because it helps out the channel a ton. If you found the secret in this video, comment below what it was and the timestamp of where you saw it. The first one to comment correctly will get a shout out on my Instagram account, and we'll pin your comment to the top here. I hope you'll give these 2 plays a try the next time you're up against the 2-3 zone defense. There's a lot more plays you can check out on my channel. Review this play again, share it with your team, and I'll see you right away in the next video.
Nice matter. No kind of matter.